Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So, at the start of this video, or rather to start off this video, I'm going to be collecting all of the rest of the things that I have left to collect before I move on to the side quest. And one of them is in this direction. Now, I don't know if it's like up above or down below, but, well, it's somewhere. Oh, it's right down there. Okay, you know what? I'll get that after I do the stuff over here, or at least after I activate this teleporter over here, because I think that the teleporter is up higher, maybe? We will find out in a second, I suppose. So, yeah, activate. Oh, no, it's not. But it didn't really matter, because you have these little bouncy things that you can take advantage of, which is pretty nice. Oh, and it would have even, it was one of those challenges. You know, the kind where you have to, like, run along. So it would have probably led me over there anyways, maybe. Or not. That's fine. Oh. Okay. Gather that. And I'm kind of confused right now about something.
Brace yourself.
But you know what? It's fine because I can cheat. You know what? Yeah, let's take advantage of this. There we go. Thankfully, Venti is basically a cheat for puzzles like that. Okay, teleport over here now. The final island over in this direction. What's up with these? Hello? Okay. I don't know where the other ones went, but I'm just going to keep following this one. And what's this? Oh, a statue of whoever. A gentle statue. Offer here your weapon bright. Dispel the dense days as light does night. Okay. I will
Have you heard the ballad of the treasure chest?
probably do something at some point with this. Maybe it has something to do with the quest. That's my guess. What the? What the? Oh my goodness. Didn't even notice that before.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
A little rainbow bridge thing. Anyways, this is probably going to lead over there, right? Oh, never mind. I was wrong. And I wasn't expecting that to happen, but fine. That's pretty cool looking, isn't it? Anyways. So what's over here? Okay, thank you.
Thank Barbados. Wait a minute.
Now there's still two things left. Let's go this way, since I went from the other way before. Oh, there's something down below. I may have to go all the way down there. In fact, that might be where the paper crane is. I say paper crane, but the excerpts of bliss. In fact, on the minimap, it's showing that it's down below. Okay, and then there's you. So, where are you going? What the? Oh, wow. Okay. May as well collect all the money and stuff that I can. And now you're doing something. There's a tail, and this and below. Okay. So, do I just drop down? Yeah. That's pretty cool. And it's even leading me down there. Well, I'm glad that they're making it somewhat logical. You know, like giving you a logical reason for going down there. Oh! What the? Hey, you! I recognize you! You're one of those raven statues that we interacted with before. Familiar looking harpastum. It seems to stir memories of an unforgettable summer of island adventures. Yeah, that was from the Golden Apple Archipelago. And this is also from the Golden Apple Archipelago. A familiar-looking night raven statue. It seems to stir memories of an unforgettable summer of adventures in a castle. I think that's what it said.
Ah, have you heard the ballad of the treasure chest?
Observe. A familiar-looking choo-choo cart. It seems to stir memories of an unforgettable summer adventure in a domain. Was this from the Valerian Mirage? Place clockwork. Observe. You're not quite sure what this where this clockwork key came from, blah. Perhaps a citizen in Constellation Metropole secretly stuffed it into your bag. Okay. Place garland. You're not quite sure where this flower came from. Perhaps an inhabitant of the Forest of Blessing secretly stuffed it in your bag. Ooh, maybe I should complete the quest and come back here. Place toy block. Observe. You're not quite sure where this toy came from. Perhaps a resident of the Broken Sea secretly stuffed it into your bag. Is there anything else to do in here before I, read the manuscript? I don't think there is. So, an incomplete manuscript. Oh my goodness, this is long. Long, long ago, in an era when the mountains were filled with precious treasures, the stars were joined together in long snakes, and the dreams of the night abounded in color. There was a little white stoat, or a white mouse, or a white rabbit, perhaps. Never mind. That can be decided later. Who lived in a prosperous and tranquil town. All her friends and neighbors called her a snowflake. What was her original name? I'll have to decide that later, too. Snowflake had a coat of pure white fur, as white as the never-melting snow atop a mountain peak, without a single blemish to be seen. Her eyes sparkled with silent brilliance in the night sky, and her voice was bright and clear, as if a pair of invisible hands were playing upon a fine instrument, or as though someone was pouring pale golden wine into a glass. All the townspeople wished to see her every day, even if just to say hello. But overwhelmed by the people's adulation and bedazzled by shining jewels, Snowflake forgot herself, even abandoning her original name. Aha, problem solved. What about my great gift? Said Miss Snowflake, too lazy to open the door fully with not but a ruby bracelet on her slender wrist, shining brightly through the crack. A troubled look came over the visitor's face, and with a bang, the little door was shut once more. The pure, noble, and highly revered Miss Snowflake returned to her dressing table, to wait the coming of her next sincere admirer. Her dream was to find herself the perfect husband, but clearly only someone who already possessed the most precious treasure in the world could possibly be deserving of her hand in marriage. That day, a certain wandering Mr. Cat paid a visit to their town. He came from a faraway kingdom in the north, and wore a coat of thick, well-groomed fur. Perhaps you might even say overgroomed. In fact, for if he got close, you could even smell that he had eaten what he had eaten for his last meal. My cat is currently sitting on top of me, licking itself. It has a really fishy smell. Okay. There was wisdom in his emerald green eyes that was beyond anything common folk could hope to obtain. The kind-hearted townspeople welcomed the traveler warmly. Within the time it took him to drink 3 cups of ale, he had already heard about all the town's noteworthy goings-on, and no less than 5 different weather forecasts for the following day. Among all the news, what most interested him was that relating to Snowflake. Where may I meet this beautiful lady? If I was you, I wouldn't bother. Why is that? Miss Snowflake has a penchant for rare treasures. Over the past 2 years, she has become more and more particular. Unless you are in the possession of vast wealth already, you may as well give up on the idea sooner rather than later for your own good. Hearing that, Mr. Cat's green eyes twinkled. Knock, knock, knock. Mr. Cat knocked on Miss Snowflake's door. To him, her house seemed a little on the small side. My greedy gift? A pair of listless eyes looked out at Mr. Cat through the crack of the door. Of course, I have prepared the most magnificent gift for the esteemed Miss Snowflake, which I trust will only make you more beautiful than you already are. Just that necklace is inlaid with an agate from the north, pearls from the southern seas, and amber from the west. It is my clan's great treasure. Entrusted by my elders, I have traveled the world in search of the most beautiful, noble person to present it to. It is a great honor to meet you, Miss Snowflake. I believe you must be the one I seek. Please accept my gift. A flash of dazzling color shined out from the crack of the door as the reflection of opulent necklace sparkled in Miss Snowflake's eyes. Not bad, not bad. Just about up to my standards, said Miss Snowflake proudly. After meeting you, I am now convinced that all jewelry will pale in comparison with your unparalleled beauty. But please, let me help you put it on. Mr. Cat bowed sincerely, then took a step inside, nearly getting stuck in the cracked open door as he did so. I will now perform the ceremony of blessing and prayer for you, that this gift might still shine as brightly as the moonlight once I am gone. Alright, please go ahead. Intoxicated by his praise, Miss Snowflake exposed her flawless alabaster neck. From that day forth, no one ever saw Miss Snowflake again. Wow, that's dark. Some said she had grown tired of the mundanity of life in the town and set out on a journey to find treasure alone, whereas others were convinced that she finally found the husband she'd been waiting for, living happily ever after with that Mr. Cat from afar. For someone passing Mr. Cat as he left town, got a whiff of Miss Snowflake's delicate perfume on his fur cup. Maybe the story isn't suitable for children either. I'll have to think it over. Yeah, that took a really dark turn. Wow. Oh wait. Is there something else I can do right here? No? Okay. So next up is this little island over here, and then this little island over here. I might go for this one next, but I got everything on this island. That said, there are 2 things I want to do on this island very fast. One of them is... Where is it? Oh, off to the right. This statue right over here. What does it say? Wait a second. What's this? Peaceful statue. Now present your armor strong, that guards your heart lest it go wrong. Okay. And then the final statue is all the way up there. Elegant statue. Here make the wish you hold so dear, and the reasons for your prayer you must make clear. Okay, so one was for your weapon, one was for your armor, and then one was for a wish. Kind of interesting that they did it that way. So let's teleport here, make our way over to this, and then make our way over to that. Or I could do it in the opposite way too, you know, reverse order, but we'll see. Well, that island is definitely higher than I expected it to be, so I'm probably going to go for that first. Just because of these bouncy things here definitely make me think that, yeah, this is definitely the way you want to go. What's up with that? Was there some kind of puzzle that I should have completed? I guess I'll never know. And what's up with this? Obviously I need to place something there, right? Oh, this. Okay. So go ahead and place that there. And then use that to create a connection. Very interesting. Oh, and treasure chest right off the bat. Very nice.
Barbados.
And here's the teleporter that I've wanted to access. So, what should I go for first? I guess I'll go for the treasure chest that's over here first, since I shouldn't have to solve a puzzle to get it. That said, not sure exactly where it is. It says it's down below, so... boy. Did I mess up? Nope. I barely got on.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Caught onto it. Whoa, this wind's way too strong. Let's duck off to the side first and ignore that little flower inside for now. Is there a way to get past it? No? Interesting. So there's obviously a puzzle I need to solve first. And, oh, there's a excerpt of Bliss. I'll get that very fast. Oh, thank goodness. I didn't know if you could grab onto the sides of these. Okay. So, puzzle first, and then worry about the other. So, where's the puzzle located? Oh, right over there. So, go ahead and pull that out. And then figure out some way to get inside. You know what? Oh. I almost missed that. I was just going to use Zhongli and Venti to do it. Hey.
Certainly
okay,
worth the
cool.
extra mile.
So I think I know now how to get into that other area. Because there must be something like that on the side where you can, like, you know, pull out a block or whatever. That's my guess anyways. Where is the entrance I'm looking for? I have no idea. I'm completely stumped on this. I may have to return to this later. Because I'm not seeing anything particularly obvious around the island at all. I don't see any kind of, like, entrance up there or anything. There wasn't any kind of ground as far as I could see up above that, like, you could break to get in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to return here later. This will be the final puzzle that I solve, I guess. Maybe it has something to do with the quest. That wouldn't be terribly surprising. I think that there have been quests in the past that have locked some treasure chests behind, you know, like, that have had treasure chests locked behind them, rather. So now down to this little island, and then once I get the final treasure chest here, I can move on to the quest. So, thank you very much. Fox and something else. So, for the fox, I don't know. I guess I could leave an apple. No? Okay, never mind. Leave a pine cone. Okay.
Unsolicited.
And that was simple.
And all the more valuable.
Now time to go over to the middle island. Can I get to it from here, or do I have to, Yeah, I can get to it from here. Cool. Lighthouse, lighthouse, I've got to haul you up so my friends can find the way home. Ugh, just got to rest a bit before I do. This isn't something a human can just pull into place. Seems like you're going to need my help. What ho? You don't look like one of our neighbors from Brickstacks. A rarity indeed. Esnor is the name, and guarding this here Farseer's lighthouse is the game. It and I bid you welcome. In truth, however, you've come at a most terrible time. 'Twas but a few scant moments ago when a monstrous dragon just ran by in a right hurry. Clumsy and stumbling it was, and the two of us were in its wrathful path. With a crack and a snap, both I and my poor lighthouse were bowled right over. And as you can see, I've regained my footing, but not so the lighthouse. Oh boy, so Minnie Duran knocked this lighthouse over just by passing through. Hey, and I've tried all manner of ways to get him on his feet. Even the neighbors came to lend a hand. But he simply refused to stand back up again. You'd almost think he had a temper to throw such a tantrum. He's talking like the lighthouse has a personality. Our neighbors still have to keep an eye on that dragon, so I'm on my own for the time being. This is a terrible situation. With our lighthouse down for the count, we'll have no light. That means no return to the village for our adventurers. Or venturers, rather. Wait, what are adventurers, and where would they travel abroad? Their journeys take them to the ends of the skies. After all, a mere jaunt over to Constellation Metropole or Ringsong Pond requires no lighthouse to show the way. And so adventurers board their little boats and set sail for where the stars set, or perhaps the other end of the rainbow. When they wish to return, this lighthouse shall be their guide. And when they return, some adventurers have grown most strange, mumbling ceaselessly about value and suitability. But that doesn't stop their luggage from containing many pretty stones, beautiful art, and seeds. Whoops, I didn't mean to click on that. Wait, and what if they don't wish to return? Why, that is their prerogative. But no matter what, the radiance of the Brickstacks lighthouse shall shine upon this distant place where the stars fall. So long as they are willing, anyone may follow that light back to our village at any time. Where the stars fall. That almost sounds like you're trying to go exploring beyond this world. So that's... Aether? What's with that frown? I wonder what becomes of them once they depart. I'm no venturer, so I know not. Were Rosal still here, you could have asked him. He is the boldest, most inquisitive of our adventurers. By dint of the windmill mounted on his ship, he sojourns to places most distant each time, to lands where even the light may fail, and yet he always returns. According to the plan as he related it to me, he should have already returned several days ago. I fear he may have utterly lost his way, like my other wayfaring neighbors. All right, I've rested enough. Now is the time to get our lighthouse back on its feet, to shine once more. All our adventurers await its guiding radiance to bring them home. After all, dear guest, could I please seek your aid in getting our lighthouse back on its feet? That way, his light can shine further still, that it may be seen by more of our adventurers. Don't worry, I'll get done right this instant. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm going to check out the environs a bit first, so don't mind me. Nah, I'll select the top option. Hey, are you sure about that? Paimon's not that strong, so she'll cheer you on while you're at it. Haha, it does seem a right pickle, doesn't it? Why don't put our heads together, and think of something. Why don't we put our heads together? That's what that should say. How about we tear it down brick by brick and rebuild it from scratch? No. The hook that hung the lamp up has been knocked down loose. Just one moment of carelessness. Who knows? It could send the lamp rolling down. Okay, so I've got to do something about the lamp, right? How about we tear down... No. We already know that's not what's going to happen. So let's lift as hard as you can. As Paimon cheers you on, you settle into a steady stance and tighten up your core, both hands grabbing onto a section of the top of the lighthouse best suited for gripping. Adjust the distance, breathe in, stick out your chest, put your strength into your shoulders. Wait. Should it be your shoulders or your back? Well, whatever the case, time to put your back and slash or shoulders into it. Heave-ho! As Paimon comforts you and the lighthouse looks on, you let go for now. Just think of something else already, would you? Okay. In that case, let's go all the way up here. I could push hard. Yeah, why not? As Paimon cheers you on, you firmly support the lighthouse with your shoulder, plant your feet firmly, and heave-ho! The toppled tower salutes you stoically and statically with its weighty body, if nothing else. You courageously confronted this challenge. Heave-ho, Hup! The lighthouse lies resolutely on the ground, silently extending its beneficence to you. Heave-ho! Ah! A dull crack sounds from near your hip, and you fall to the floor. It is only after lengthy and gentle ministrations on Paimon's part that you are able to rise. Best you think of some other way to do this. Okay. So let's go all the way up to where that lamp is, perhaps? Although there might be some more optional dialogue around here that I could get from some of this stuff. Just kind of want to look around a little bit. Yeah, there's something over here. Haul with all your might. After giving much thought as to where the strength would be best applied, you select a brick that seems like a firm handhold. Grabbing onto it, and to the sound of Paimon's cheers, you let loose a burst of tremendous effort to right the toppled tower, only to nearly be sent, friendly handhold brick and all, tumbling off the island. Fortunately, Paimon manages to grab onto your clothes. You should probably consider an alternative. Not terribly surprising. Anything up there? It doesn't look like it, but there might be something on the very top, so... well, you know what? Never mind that. I was sent all the way down, so let's just go inside and go to where the lamp is. Hey, can I interact with it? Yeah, try touching. Whoa, the lamp really came off. It isn't broken now, is it? Calm down, Paimon. It's still glowing. Huh? Oh, you're right. But why is it still shining even after being removed? So the reason the lighthouse shone so brightly is that there is a super bright light hanging in the lighthouse. That said, aren't light sources usually super complex mechanisms? It's not important. Since this one can be removed normally, that works for us. Esnoir mentioned earlier that he needs to get the lighthouse standing back up again because he wants to put the light someplace high so more people can see it. In that case, let's just hang it up somewhere high right now. Hehe, that's what Paimon's thinking too. You know, wouldn't everyone be able to see it if we could hang it up in the sky? If only there were hooks in the sky to hang it on. Perhaps if we had a high altitude floating island. Ha 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 ha, that's not a bad idea at all. Uh-oh, hey there, Esnoir. We didn't break anything, did we? Oh, look, the lamp's still glowing. It doesn't look broken. Why, certainly, if it glows still, it fits the bill. And indeed, you spoke true earlier as well. If we could find a place higher than the lighthouse upon which to mount this lamp, then its light would be all the clearer to see from further away. And as it happens, I do know an island, the highest point in the area. Rosal taught me how to survey elevation, and I've already estimated the elevation of all the nearby islands in his absence. You know, to pass the time. If we hung the lamp up there, the light will be visible from far away for sure. That should be enough to allow our adventurers to find their way back home. Well, there we go, a solution to our problem. Seems like, what the heck is that flying in the sky there in the background? I guess it's like a shooting star or something. Well, there we go, a solution to our problem. Seems like we're pretty bright sparks ourselves, eh? Hee, no way a simple problem like this could stump us. That said, this Rosal guy sure knows a lot. Of course, Rosal is the bravest, most inquisitive adventurer we have. Not only has he traveled the length and breadth of the world, but he has traveled still further beyond our world on his windmill ship. He often ranges far abroad indeed, even to places where the lamplight fails to touch. But he's told me that no matter how weak the lamp's light is, he always knows where the lighthouse is, and can follow it back to the village. But now that the lighthouse has collapsed, and the lamp's light has fallen beneath the horizon, let's go have a look at that island, shall we? Let's hang this lamp up high, shall we? Yeah, either one works. I would love to go, but I must stay and keep watch over the lighthouse, for it is the first place venturers come upon returning to the village. Yes, he has collapsed, but I must do all I can to sort things out here. I cannot allow him to receive our returnees all by his lonesome. And then there's Rosal. He has been drifting so far from home for so long. I absolutely must give him a hug the moment he returns. So please, dear guests, could you help me hang up the lamp at the highest point possible? I have some savings. Your deed shall not go unrewarded. Rosal's that awesome, huh? Leave it to me. Thank you, thank you. My gratitude and more, on behalf of my lighthouse and Rosal too. I shall be waiting for him and for you. So it's that island that has the unsolved puzzle on it, right? Yeah, it is. That's cool. I just want to see something really fast though. So I can go out onto here. Okay, I didn't think that they would have any more of the optional dialogue. I just had to check. Here's the island Esnor is talking about. You know, with the tree over there, looks like it'd be just the perfect place to hang it. There's someone under it too. Could it be the person assigned to take care of the tree? I think that's what she said, so let's talk to him. I have no idea how to say that. Shavin? I think that's how maybe? I don't know. Why are you still angry? Perhaps you really shouldn't have ventured outside. Hello there? Did you plant this tree? We'd like to decorate it a bit. We'd like to hang up a lamp on this tree. A lamp? Well, putting one up would be nice. Some warm light might do Chavin's mood some good. Perhaps it might even put us on speaking terms again. Please, do lend us a hand then, and if I may lend you one in turn, just say the word and it shall be done. Shall be so. Nice, smooth sailing so far, Aether? Come on, let's get this lamp hung up. I'm pretty sure I'm not saying that name correctly. Let's talk to him again. You mean to climb this tree? Well, be careful then. Stepping on the small stone fragments after falling out of it would be quite unpleasant. So it shouldn't be too hard to get all the way up there. You just got to take advantage of Venti's ability when necessary. Or not. Yeah, it was very, very, very easy. Hang. That should do it. The light should shine far and wide now. Not that anything's happened yet. Okay, so what do we do now? We wait, of course. Maybe those venturers have seen the light already and are on their way back as we speak. Maybe. Who knows? Nothing's happened. Not a person has returned. Hello, you two. Not to disturb you or anything, but what were you intending to do by hanging that light up again? Well, long story short, you tell Panuel what happened. I see. I've heard about the issue with Esnoir and the lighthouse as well, and this idea is a good one. However, perhaps we could hang it up still higher, or Paimon, fly that lamp way, way up, would you? Yeah, sure, why not? And how long is Paimon supposed to stay up there, huh? We don't even know what the ideal elevation is. It's not like we can take measurements every few meters or something. If only there was really a hook in the sky for us to hang that lamp on. I mean, we know that the stars in Constellation Metropole were hanging on something, right? Anyways. Hanging the lamp up in the sky, that could perhaps be possible. See? I told you there was a way. So, is there such a place to hang the lamp? Or, I'll select the top option. Please let me finish. This idea of mine may not actually work. The Whispering Isle is not far from here. If a gift is offered unto the goddess on that island, she will grant the supplicant their wish. Well, that's some islands. I knew that it was going to be part of the quest. Righto. So, let's take this lamp over onto that Whispering Isle and see what the deal is. That said, I do not know if that goddess still hears our wishes. I've been to that island to offer gifts, but my wishes were not granted. Perhaps something's gone wrong somewhere. Eh? What did you wish for? My wish was a simple one, to be friends with Shavin forever. Okay. We used to sit here together, taking care of this tree, drinking tea and chatting. He once set off on a long journey, and when he returned, he was almost unrecognizable. Not that it should have mattered. We were still friends, I thought. We'd understand one another. But he grew stranger and stranger, his days filled with odd mumblings and melancholy. He even rejected all my tea party invitations. I feared that he might no longer want to be my friend, so I made plans to go to the Whispering Isle and make a wish to the goddess. The oldest legend in our village says that originally the goddess greatly favored the brave. So long as a valiant person were to bring her a gift as proof of their courage, she would respond to them. But I feared that she would not bestow her favor upon me, and so I brought a dragon scale with me. Oh, that was what was sitting on that one statue, the one that was for the armor? I thought I recognized it. It was part of like the main story quest for the timed event here. Do you know about the giant dragon that suddenly emerged from the Tortanium mines? It flattened a great many homes and even mashed that mountain. Now our adventurers can no longer repair their boats or make tools there, and have had to change from whence they embark on their adventures. That mountain is just over there, but nowadays he's as broken as the broken sea itself. We've constantly tried to chase the dragon away and defend our village. Whenever it flew above our village, we would grab chairs, tables, forks, and spoons with which to chase it away. Seems as if you succeeded thus. We should prepare a few utensils ourselves. Nah, I'll select the top option, because we know the dragon is an evil. Well, whatever the case may be, at least that dragon hasn't come back to set fire to the village or roll over it or anything like that. Maybe Durin's no evil dragon, he just wants to be friends with everyone. Is that so? In that case, his way of showing it is most unexpected. Well, we couldn't understand what he was saying at the time anyway, so all we could do was chase him off. When he left behind a scale. I believed that it could prove my courage, and my neighbors thought so too. And when I put the scale before the statue of the goddess, it began to glow with an awesome light. I thought that this meant the goddess acknowledged my wish and was about to grant it. But Shavin did not change. He still refused to come out of that pot, and he remains as upset as ever. He even advised me to become an adventurer and to go on a long journey with him. No way am I doing that. Wait, come out of what pot now? It almost sounds like he's some sort of potted flower. That's right, Shavin is presently a flower in a pot. Wow. I mean, it's pretty alright, isn't it? He can live next to this to the tree, and can take care of him, and I can take care of him, water him, drink tea, and sing for him. Oh, this is getting really weird. But he always says that no matter where he goes, he must be sure of his place. Something he learned from venturing. And that pot is his place. Coax and cajole as I might, I can't get him out of that pot. The goddess didn't make my wish come true, and I don't know what the matter is. Sorry for going on and on like that. Must have taken up quite a bit of your time there. The Whispering Isle is that way. Perhaps the goddess will be more willing to hear your wish. Well then, sounds like we've got to find something to place in the other statue. Alright, next stop is Whispering Isle. Still, Panuel said his friend is a potted flower, but how do you make friends with something like that anyway? Let's ask him when we have some time. Let's talk to him again. Oh. Just what is Shavin thinking? He doesn't even want to talk with me about Shavin. Hello there. I'm really sorry, but it's Shavin. He's still angry at me and refuses to come out and speak with me. But the wind and sunlight can't reach him down there. What if he withers? What then? Since we're talking about a potted flower, we can just scoop him up. I've tried, but as long as Chevin's upset, I can't even get close. Oh, is that the flower that's causing the wind? He's in such a stormy mood that I nearly got blown away. Yeah, it's definitely the flower that's causing the wind down there. The one that won't let me enter that room. Wait, how could he be angry and blow someone away? That's pretty stormy, alright. That would make it hard to get close to... Yes. Maybe the reason he's so furious with me is because I refused to venture out with him before. Please, dear guests, can I trouble you to check on Chevin? Perhaps you might even be able to reason with him. No problem, we'll give it a try. Yeah, we've traveled to so many places and seen so many people. We'll probably be able to convince him. That's wonderful. You can find him in the cavern below the island. Please, if you'll head that way. I must tidy up this place and find a good place for Chevin to soak up some sun. I really hope I'm saying that name correctly. Okay, yeah, he's just repeating himself. If I were to see him, he would surely think me clingy and become even more tempestuous. Okay. What's this? Oh, it's like a thing to place him there. Okay. So... Wow, the wind's so strong. So, that's what he meant by a stormy mood. Calm down. We have something to tell you. Penuel sent us here. Okay, let us get closer after saying that. The wind's finally stopped. Listen to us, please. Penuel has something he'd like to tell you. Fine, I'll listen to what you have to say, but before that, look how shocked the two of you are. I'm sure you're dying to ask, how can a flower speak? Well, or perhaps, how did you turn into a potted flower? Do people usually ask that? Outside, yes, many. After I returned home, nobody has asked. By outside, do you mean the outside world? Or outside this world? I've heard that you only became like this after venturing. Well, look who's well informed. I suppose Penuel must have told you? That's correct. I became like this while I was venturing. Hee, to borrow a phrase from that Roselle, this was the change I chose to make. Paimon gets change, but why change into a potted flower? Could it be because you really, really like plants? Or your dream is to become a botanist? No, I just wanted to find my place. I met many people outside this world. Some were chefs, others florists, others teachers. Almost everyone had found a place that made them feel at ease. That was how they'd all managed to establish themselves in life. And me? All I could do was venture. I'd never thought of finding a stable place for myself. This flower pot is your place. Exactly, you catch on quick. As a flower in a pot, I'll have a place that puts me at ease. But, since I've already got myself a pot and a place that belongs to me, why do I still want to go out venturing? I'm a venturer after all. Without venturing, is there anything else of value I can do? I don't get it. The more of the outside world I see, the less I understand. Between having a place and venturing, which is more important? The more I think about it, the more my head hurts. And when I talk with Penuel, I always duck his questions. I'm afraid of misleading him. If he loved venturing, would he grow to hate it after seeing me like this? He is my friend and always will be. I must be honest with him, and I have answered all that he has asked, including that the reason I became a flower is so I could have a place that made me feel at ease. Perhaps my answer upset him, or perhaps it's because he doesn't like the way I am now. We are growing apart, but as I am but a potted plant, I cannot go up myself. But it's probably for the best. I'm sure Penuel doesn't want to see me anyway. He must be angry with me. Oh, so that's what's going on. You both think the other one's angry with you, and so they aren't willing to meet. What? You mean Penuel isn't mad at me? You two are thinking the exact same thing. He actually thinks you're the one who's angry at him. You tell Chevin all about everything Penuel is thinking. Skies above! How could I ever think such a thing? I've never wanted to see him upset, and even should the corners of his lips twitch downward, my heart should be utterly shattered. Dear guests, I must ask you to bring me up. I beg it of you. I must see him with all haste. I cannot wait another minute. No, not even another second. I was waiting for you to say that, my potted friend. Hee hee. Paimon was waiting for it too. Off we go, Aether. Okay. So, first things first. Where's the puzzle? Okay, maybe this is the puzzle. So, I've got to grab that, and why is this here? Just out of curiosity. Ah, I see it. This is not the place I should be right now. Okay, but why can I place you there then? It's very weird. Very, very weird indeed. But hey, it's fine. I will place you on the table there. Shavin, you've come. Please listen to me. I've never been mad at you and never wanted to leave you. I was only worried that you didn't want to be friends with me. I know that some adventurers change, and I was worried you had too. I prayed to the goddess, but I couldn't find a good enough gift to offer, so she naturally ignored me. No, Penuel, such a thing could never happen. I will always, always be your friend. I must apologize to you. I was so focused on my own thoughts that I failed to listen to what you were saying. I assumed you never wanted to see me again. Seems we've cleared up this misunderstanding. Yeah, Paimon thought you two had some crazy sticking point, and were so super mad you didn't even want to try and understand each other. It definitely was a sticking matter, but at least it's come unstuck now. Thank you both, my dear guests. Without you, I'd definitely still be holed up in there, refusing to come out. But now I can finally share what's in my heart with Penuel. I am always willing to listen to whatever you have to say, Shavin. Whether you wish to speak of venturing or of flower pots, it's all fine by me. Right, dear guests, please take these. I gathered them specially for you. May the goddess bless you, that you may never argue with your friends, and that someone will always be willing to listen to your innermost thoughts. Okay. Cool. Very, very nice. And that was actually the puzzle. So that's all done. That's very nice. Can I talk to them again, or no? So if I do this, it tells me that all of the excerpts of bliss have been collected. These are my true thoughts, and then the other one said something else. It's going to appear again in a second here. Never mind, it's not going to appear again. That's fine. So now I need to go over here. Well, this should be the Whispering Isle. Guess these statues here are meant to represent the goddess then. Though we don't know what kind of offering to give, let's have a look around first and see what we can find. Okay, so you got that over there. And then you got this over here. We should go all the way up here. Offer here your weapon, bright. Dispel the dense days as light does night. So is it going to give me the option to actually do that, or is... Guess not. Let's go over here to this one then. Because, yeah. Present your armor strong, that guards your heart, lest it go wrong. This should be the dragon skill that Penuel used to wish then. It can't be retrieved. Seems like he really did make a wish. It's no use. The scale won't come off. Guess the goddess liked this gift after all. Okay. So... Now the question is what do I need to do? I guess I'll examine this. Here, make the wish you hold so dear, and the reasons for your prayer you must make clear. Okay. 3 statues, and it looks like we're going to have to offer them 2 more gifts. But what should we offer? Paimon hasn't a clue. Any thoughts, Aether? If it should be related to the wish, we should offer that lamp. That makes sense. Estnoir's wish is to see this lamp hung high for all to see, right? Well, that just about clears armor, but we don't have any clue where to begin with weapons. It could be a sword, a polearm. There's way too many options. The statue of the goddess reacted to the dragon scale. Perhaps the two gifts we need have to do with dragons. Dragon-related stuff. Hang on. Didn't we pick up something that resembles a horn from inside that mountain? That's right, and it looked like a sword. That's got to be the weapon we're looking for. Oh, I forgot about that thing. I remember even commenting like, I don't know what this is for. That sounds sensible, and looks sensible too. The point is, the whole idea is most sensible. On point. The problem is, though, that Penuel's wish wasn't granted even after making a wish using the dragon scale. But the scale and horn are our only clues right now, so we may as well give it a try. That said, Whispering Isle is pretty big, huh? The three goddess statues up there there are huge too. If this was an ordinary adventure story, there would be a mysterious treasure hidden under the statue or something. Hee. On that note, think we should take a closer look around. You never know when we'll find something nice. I've got no problem taking a little stroll. The goddess probably won't mind that, will she? We'll be careful. We'll just be careful. See instead of touch, much less break. Besides, we've already found the weapon, haven't we? It's settled then. As to whether we're going treasure hunting or wishing to the goddess first, well, that's up to you. Well, we've already done the treasure hunting part, but because of
gliding be faster?
What Paimon just said, I'm going to jump off here and see if they have any comments on that place underneath. No comments? Okay. Fine. Okay, offer it. There we go. Whoa. And now we can go back up to the center statue and make the wish. And I think when we make the wish, we'll be placing the star down on that, right? So, yeah, well, not star, I mean the lamp on it. Okay, cool. Awesome. Oh, it became a moon? Well, that's interesting. And there's one of the little ships returning. That must be the person that the one guy is looking for. I already forgot his name. It's been a little bit. That is pretty neat. I wonder if he can actually get up to where the moon is. I had to try. I'm really curious now. If it's just like really high up in the sky. It looks like it's really high up in the sky. Estamar. Oh, it's good to see you. I knew I could trust you and the light that you shone my way. So its name is Rosal, yeah. I gave you my word, dear friend, and now you're back. As for the light, however, you have our two guests to thank. Skies above, that was you then? I thought you had been stranded on that island when I saw you on my return trip, which is why I invited you on board. Words fail to describe how thankful I am to you. Had that radiance not reached my ship, I'm sure I would have been utterly lost at sea. Also, what happened to your lighthouse, Estamar? What happened to this place? What exactly did I miss? Estamar gesticulates wildly as he explains the events that transpired to Rosal. A dragon crashed into the village, and another into the waterfall behind it? That really is a lot. I'm going to have to ask you to give me all the details when you've got the time. Well, I have the time right now, and I have time anytime. In fact, I've managed to clean up a little area where we can have some tea and cakes and enjoy the fragrance of flowers while we're at it. Really? Then that would be no problem at all. In fact, I've been looking forward to this. I'll show you the new samples I've collected too. You will not believe all the different types of flowers and bugs I've encountered. It's just a shame that my bag is so small. I shall bring a larger one next time for sure. Next time, you'll leave again, I presume? Do not worry. Our time together is lengthy still, S. Noir. The time we have now is more than sufficient for me to tell you all about all the new things I've seen, I assure you. Are you going back out venturing? Yes, I am a adventurer. To venture is my calling. Don't go, Russell. Have you not noticed how some of your colleagues become strange when they return? They fret about the value of carpets and hats, but not at all about which is more beautiful or intricately made. Blah, that word. Don't be angry, S. Noir. We can speak about this later. I brought you flower seeds from outside, ones with contours and colors I'm sure you've never seen before. Ah, yes, dear guest, you too should take some of these marvelous new gifts I've obtained from outside. Consider them a token of my gratitude. Thank you for lighting the way for my ship, and also for taking care of S. Noir. Now that this light illuminates the way, I'm sure other adventurers will also begin returning to the village. I hope they can rest well. After all, there are many far off places that await their exploration still. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I had so much trouble saying that. Mainly because it should have said there are, not there all. Anyways, let's talk to them. Oh, I wasn't expecting another scene. No matter how many times I ask you, Roselle, I will not go out venturing with you, or no matter how many times you ask. You're my friend, yes, and that will never change. I do not dislike you, but I do not enjoy traveling. S. Noir, it is nowhere near as frightening as you imagine. It's just a trip, that's all. The outside world plays host to many flowers that cannot be found in our village, and many people we've never met. Even the shapes of the clouds are different there. Remember the seed I brought you from outside? I can guarantee that you've never seen any flower with its shape or color before. It's still a seed now. I'll plant it and then we'll see. If you're willing to go with me, we might be able to see this flower with our own eyes. Roselle, I'm sorry. I have no wish to travel abroad, nor do I wish to become like those venturers. They always fight about the value of carpets and pay no mind to beautiful hats. This is how your travels change you, and it scares me. That is true, but have you noticed the maps, the plant samples, and the travelogues that fill their luggage to the bursting? We surge through different bushes and shrubs like a gust of wind, like rivers passing through another lake. We encounter different things, and we, too, become different people. This is how travel changes you, and it scares me, too. But I'm thankful for those changes as well. I'd compare it to a slice of bread with cream slathered on both sides. You're going to make a mess, no matter how carefully you try to hold it. In that case, I'd spread the cream on separately. That way, I can even smear on different flavors. Not a bad call. I'm sure it'll be a filling meal. It's you, here at last. Roselle has been telling me how wonderful the outside world is, inviting me along to adventure. Do you know much of that world? Is it as he says it is? Yes, it is. In the outside world, there's no lack of new things to discover. Right, there's lots to eat and many fun things to do, and you'll even get to encounter many interesting things and awesome people. For example, you'll find those who focus on the beautiful essence of all things, or you'll bear witness to radiant, fading ideals, or you'll get to meet those who work hard to realize their dreams. I'll select the bottom one. Really, dear me, I believe the outside world to only be conscious of value, and to be full of those who wish to wear hats but dare not. Well, you can think of it like a cake with various chocolate scattered on top. Every bite's a whole new experience. That's way better than having all the chocks taste the same, 'cause that would make for a super ordinary cake, right? Well said, Paimon, well said. You've mastered the local lingo, I see. Well, who wouldn't after listening to it for this long? Is that so? Well, I'll need more time to think about this, but perhaps a little. Just a little venturing couldn't hurt, surely. No need to rush into things, Estomar. There's still much time before my next voyage. Until then, let us consider this issue together. Okay. So yeah, that was an interesting conversation between the two of them. So just looking through the map very fast to see if there is anything left to do. And as far as I can tell, there isn't. Well, except for the fabricator thing, but I don't think I can actually do that. So I'm going to teleport over to this little island right here very fast. See if I can get up to where the moon is. I doubt it. It's pretty high up there after all, yeah. It looks flat to me, so it's definitely not like a 3D object in the sky. Okay. Before I stop, there's one last thing I want to do. I'm going to go back over to the Forest of Blessings, where the squirrels are, to see if I can find the princess. Oh, I found her. And Farobert, or whatever his name is, I don't know. Your Excellencies, I welcome you on behalf of the Kingdom of Breezes and Bells. What will you do next? Well, first I shall announce to all the people that the relic has passed judgment. And that the Guardian, well, Mr. Farobert, who has come here from afar. Huh? Why would you do that? Trying to explain everything we've been through would be far too complicated. Besides, it would take too long for them to grasp the concept of me being both a princess and a guardian at the same time. When the time is right, I will make a detailed record of all that happened and then inform my people in writing. But until then, I will still preside over all the affairs of the kingdom as its princess. Once those trial grounds have been officially converted into training grounds, I will set off. What are you going to do? Your Highness, do you still remember who the relic actually lit up for back in the cave? Who it actually lit up for? Yes, as we were both next to it at the time. Of course, Your Highness fully deserves to be acknowledged, but I, on the other hand, You're a champion who's been acknowledged by a champion. Exactly, and that champion came specifically to ask for your help. How could you possibly still think you're unworthy? Maybe it's simply that you shine so brightly, Your Highness, that everyone was mistaken. Well then, Mr. Champion, would you be willing to undergo another trial? I, Princess Semeste of the Kingdom of Breezes and Bells, shall personally bear witness to your deeds with this relic. Of course I do. I do. Hold your horses. He gets so excited whenever he hears the princess's name. Hee, Farobert. Don't get me wrong. I'm doing this to fulfill the calling of Rainsong Pond. All that training I did, it was to protect Her Highness. And it's such an important task, so naturally I must ensure that it all goes without a hitch. Are you willing to travel together with Her Highness? I am. Well, that's good to hear. Well then, Mr. Champion Farobert, are you ready for my trial? I am, Your Highness. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready. Whoa, the relic's lit up again, and it's super bright this time. Well, that's cool. Nice to see a little bit of a closure for them. Although I could talk to Farobert just to see. A stamp, where have you been? Actually, I was strolling about the area and had to go at that trial. It was fun, but I had to adopt a slightly different approach to pass it. First referee had Mr. First Referee rather has filled me in on everything that has happened to you. Not bad, Mr. Guardian. Turns out you're pretty talented after all, eh? If you'd been standing next to me, I'd have pushed you off, I tell you. I'd have pushed you off 10 times if I had the chance. Huh? Hence why I decided to take part in the trial instead. Farbert, my friend, I always believed you could do it. And look, you did it. Haha, you're jolly good fellows, the both of you. Today is an auspicious day for our pond. Finally, we have a true champion. Though Mr. Farbert hasn't saved a princess yet, I believe his chance will come. But I really didn't do anything, Mr. First Referee, other than standing by and watching as Her Highness did all the heavy lifting. Isn't that even better? Surely you didn't want the princess to be in danger. That's quite enough, Mr. Farbert. You were entrusted to fulfill the calling by Sibrellus himself. Oh, pish-posh. I'm not even sure if it was Sibrellus. After all, I've only ever heard of him, never heard him speak. And you even accepted the princess's trial. You're a champion if there ever was one. Can we just not talk about this now, please? Anyways, to sum up, the future of Rainsong Pond is now in your capable hands. Now we can simply enjoy jumping for jumping's own sake. When I get back, I'll suggest to the committee that we make fun the focus going forward. That sounds like a proposal I'd be willing to get behind. On that note, let's head back. Hey, don't leave me here. Okay, anyways, yeah. So a nice bit of closure. I'm not going to talk to any more of them. And as far as what's left to do here in this place, I'm going to have to look it up. There probably isn't anything left. I'm pretty sure I've been very thorough. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that everything is done here. It was a fun timed event. And there is still this timed event right here that I need to do. I probably will be starting this in the next video, but I may not do all of it in the next video. In fact, I may only do like 1 or 2 of the of these stages here, and then do the rest of them off camera. And then I'll probably get started on another story quest, like, let me see, Chiori's, for example, because, you know, I've got quite a few left to go. So anyways, yeah, thank you very much for watching, and you know, that's probably how things are going to go in the next video, unless I find out that there's something else that I can do here in Simulanka. So thanks again, see you next time, and bye-bye.